Hey everyone, Brian Freeman with Freeman's Construction. Hey, today we're going to go through video number 2 of our custom home building cost guide series, and we're going to be talking about plans and design. So this is a super important, super exciting part of the process right on the front end. And one of the most common questions is, well, what does it cost? Okay. Well, when you work with a design build contractor, okay, where you're coming to us, you got a basic concept of what you're wanting in your home. Okay, certain finishes, certain size, you got certain needs for your family. You're coming to us and you're going, hey, we want to spend about $500,000 or $600,000 working with you on a budget number from the very beginning. We're going to enter into what we would call a design agreement or a letter of intent with you to get that home designed to meet your budget and built, and get all the specifications selected. That process on the front end is typically about 3 to 5% of the overall build cost. So let's just say, for instance, we had a $500,000 build cost for your home. That's going to cost you somewhere between $15,000 to $25,000. Okay, there's a difference in price based on a couple things. First is, if you work with a draftsman versus an architect, the draftsman's going to be a little less money than the architect. Okay, draftsman might run you $250 a square foot versus an architect might be $4 or $5 a square foot, and the prices vary. But that's just basic numbers. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing is we're gonna work with you on the structural engineering during that process. So the home is actually going to be, once it's designed, we have to take it to a structural engineer and work with them to get the actual structurals figured out. Okay, and if you have a good structural engineer, he can design things that are actually economical to build. So working with your contractor, working with the draftsman, and working with the engineer, and also the interior designer, based knowing what our budget is, we can help you put together a package in the end that when we send that thing out to bid, numbers come in super close to what you are wanting to spend on your project and get you exactly what you want. So that is the cost on the front end of what it costs to do the plans and design. Time frame wise, what you're looking at, this whole process, I mean, you can expedite this and it could take 30 days. Most of the time it's going to take probably 60 to 90 days, and it definitely can take longer depending on the needs of the client and depending on how extensive, how big the home is really. So there's a variation there. Once the plans and design are actually done, we've done all the pricing that we're ready to submit to the county or the city, we will actually submit it, and then it's typically a 2 to 3 month time frame before we get that back with a permit, and then we can actually build. So basic home, 2,200 square foot house, that's going to be a 6-month build time. Okay, and then you start getting larger, 4,000 square feet, keep going up. I mean, you're going over that. So there's different time frames for different jobs. The complexities are will extend jobs to some degree, but that's kind of a rough idea of what that looks like. So that's plans and design. We're going to go into our third video, which is going to cover the actual permits and fees to kind of give you a rough idea on costs, what that would look like. So we'll cover that in video number 3, and we'll see you in the next video.